Okay, so one of the things is on being on the other side, I know sometimes it's just good to connect to the present. So I'm going to play something, and I want you to watch it.
Okay.
And I want your reaction of this moment.
A low liner on frame, McLeod with a save, and there is Sauerbrunn.
Yeah.
She puts it home. Becky Sauerbrunn showcases her attacking skills.
Oh, the sarcasm there. I mean, it was like a 2-yard sitter. So honestly, what I was thinking in the moment was like, you can't miss this.
And then the celebration, they'll talk about it.
Yeah, kind of losing your mind in the first one with the huddle. And then running back, I saw, all the game changers on the side cheering. And so I did like a little like, do you hear that? For them. And honestly, I didn't think anyone would capture it. And then when I went on social media, it was just like, boom.
So you didn't plan that?
No, that was kind of a spur of the moment. I had kind of done that sometimes on the international stage just for fun. And I stole it from Zola back in college. There's like a huge backstory to that.
Okay, tell us the backstory.
You want the backstory?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we're at a party and they start chanting his name. They're like, Zola, Zola. And it was for a kickstand. And he kind of like is ignoring it. I'm like, babe, like they're telling you gotta go do a kickstand. And he's like, what? And like everyone at the party just like lost it, loved it, did the kickstand, killed the kickstand. And that was basically when I fell in love with him, so.
That was the moment.
Yep, I stole his celebration and also fell in love with him. So it was a pretty pivotal night.
Speaking of fall in love, when did you fall in love with Portland?
Oh, probably earlier than I should have, but I've been living here for almost a decade. So I was playing for other teams, but coming here during the off season, and had an apartment, and then eventually bought a house, got some cats. So really started to put some roots down and just cats, plural.
How many cats?
2.
2 cats. Okay.
2 cats. And just was training here during the off season. Sometimes I was training here on the field when you guys would let me, and just really fell in love with the city. And then I would come to games, and it's just like it'd be amazing to play in front of these fans. And then eventually, kind of the powers that be just worked out, asked for a trade, and got to be here.
So you've reaffirmed, you've re-signed. Why?
I love this team. I love coming to practice and coming to games, and it feels right and it feels good, and the soccer's great. I think the technical staff is great, sport performance, medical. I think there's a lot of good people here that take care of the players, and it's just a fun group. And when we're out on the field, I think you can feel that. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of laughing, you got a lot of good characters here, a lot of good leaders. And so I just think the team, I want to be here with the team.
You're a leader of this team. Like, well, how would you describe your leadership to this team?
I think it's more, I've played on a lot of teams. I've been on the international level, so I've seen a lot of things. And I think now it's kind of imparting little bits of advice and wisdom to players as they maybe start their career or really kind of pushing to get to the next level. And so I think about playing with like a Kelly Hubley and, just speaking with her about certain plays and just seeing how she is just getting the game so well. And her play just keeps getting better and better and better each game. And so to be able to see that and to maybe take a little and be a part of that in a little way is so rewarding.
What do you hope your teammates say about you?
I really hope that they enjoy having me around, that I'm someone that is reliable, whether it's on the field, off the field, someone that they can come up to and ask a question or some advice. They always know that they can approach me, that I'm going to give them the best advice that I can. And if I don't have the answer, I'm going to try to find the person that can give them the answer. And so I hope they think that I'm a player's player. And I would be very fortunate if that's the legacy that I leave, is that I did that for them. I was someone that showed up every day and someone they could rely on.
You talk about legacy that you leave, and then the CBA, there's so many things, but you chose to be here. Like, if I had to say, what is the one reason you chose this club? What is that?
One reason I chose this club, I would say a big reason is the supporters. And I think what they bring, and it's rare to play in front of a fan base like we have here. And the fact that they're so involved and they want to be involved and that we want to have dialogue with them. And the back and forth, and just the support that you feel on the field. I mean, it's palpable. Like, you absolutely feel it. And the ceremony that we do at the end of the game, where we go to them and, you know, they give out roses to, you know, the goal scorers and to the goalkeeper if there's a shutout. Like, these little things that maybe people take for granted, but for someone who's played in the league and have played on a lot of teams, these ceremonies are really special and a part of this club, and it's amazing to be a part of.
You talked about it, and I said, like, the reason I came back here was from playing on the field and feeling it. How do you describe, you just talked about the goal and the celebration, how do you describe what it feels like? You've played in World Cups, Olympics, won championships, but what does it feel like to play at Providence Park?
You know, I think of it as you have a responsibility when you play at Providence Park, and you have to show up, and you have to play well, and you have to play attractive, attacking style soccer, or the fans aren't gonna appreciate it. Like, they know soccer. I hear them cheering for those little subtle things that maybe other supporters don't really get or don't really see. So there's a responsibility to, like, you need to bring it every single game. And I love that. I think it brings the best out of every single player. They command and demand consistency. And when that happens, it becomes just expected everywhere else. You go on the road and you're still playing at that same level. And I think that's why we've done so well this year, is that it's demanded here, and then it's just become kind of like muscle memory. We have to bring it everywhere.
I love that you're a defender talking about the attacking style of football expected here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's like Brienne's thing. Like, everyone attacks, everyone defends.
Favorite part of Portland, go.
Oh gosh, favorite part of Portland? The coffee.
That's it?
I mean, you threw it at me really fast.
Is there one cup of coffee? Or?
No, there's like several places.
Is it drip or is it espresso?
Espresso.
Okay.
I must say.
Favorite attraction in Portland?
My house.
With all the cats.
With all the cats, yeah.
Any place that if someone's coming to Portland, other than Providence Park, where do they have to go?
I think basically you can go to any food place and it's phenomenal. I think what's great about Portland is that there are so many independently owned businesses by all types of people. So you have so many different influences for food and clothing and coffee. And so I think it's just, you can experience it in so many different ways.
Yeah, that it's special.
That it's special.
The introverted Becky.
Yeah.
Hates doing these things.
Yes.
Shows up every day, in front of her cloud, performs. What does Becky do in her downtime in Portland?
I am drinking coffee, hanging with my cats, reading a lot of books.
Yeah.
Like, there's one. If I was gonna say an attraction to go to Portland, Powell's Bookstore.
Powell's Bookstore.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I am an introvert, and so when I am not playing in front of 10,000, 20,000 people, yeah, I need to get away, read a book, hang out with Zola, just chill.
Ask the GM lots of questions and get into deep conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us something we don't know about you.
That's a difficult question.
Of course it is.
That people don't know about me. I am a crier. I think people are like a little surprised by that because they think I'm kind of in control and maybe a little stoic at times. But you show me a sad or happy commercial and I will probably be tearing up in some way.
What's the last commercial you teared up for?
I'm sure there is like a Christmas Hallmark. Or the one where the old man is like, he's doing kettlebell exercises.
Yeah.
And then it's so on Christmas night he can lift his granddaughter to put the star on.
That one would make me cry.
That's
too.
a good one. Yeah, that one I was kind of like, that's really sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Becky.